Got another squirrel this morning. You might be just one. You might be able to go out there and kill 10 or 15. Then you got to deal with 10 or 15. I couldn't kill 10 or 15 really, but they have a limit. I think it's 9 or 8 or something. Here again, I just keep the squirrel wet, and you can, and I think I will this time. You can go ahead and cut his tail off, and what that'll do, that'll eliminate a lot of possibilities. Those things about worn out of getting hair on there, on anything. I just don't like dealing with hair. I like it clean to begin with. And that's why I like cleaning them underwater, just like this. You just cut a spot on his back and grab it just like this and just pull. Now, almost every time it's going to be a little bitty spot. I shot this one in the head again, so I don't have any fear about pulling. And I guess I should have said earlier, if you'd typed it, I don't like seeing something cleaned. Now's the time to move to something else. But if I kill, I mean, it might not seem like much, but if I kill 1 or 2 squirrels, that's way more than I can eat. That right there didn't want to do good at all. You can get out there and kill a whole pack of them. Then you got to clean them. You got to store them, freeze them, do something with them. If I kill 1 or 2 a day, or however many, you know, just saying, kind of let nature store them for me. Cuts down on electric bill. I wanted to have that other stove hooked up out there before I cooked another one, but I didn't get around to it. It's been raining. Get around to it today though. Later, not now. I'm gonna cook this one out there again, same stove. As long as you keep your hands wet and that fur wet, you just don't have the problem with the hair. I mean, it just does, it's like it just won't stick to nothing else but itself. And you can see I'm not going fast. I just kind of go slow. I'll probably use it. Work that. Thought I had it right here. I'll probably use that fish fry today on this one. Used cornmeal yesterday. Don't matter. Same thing really. Fish fry might have a little bit of a seasoning in it. I usually eat things how they come. If they come with seasoning, I eat it with seasoning. If they don't, well, then I don't. Not going to put a lot of stuff on. This kitchen here, we do the eggs, everything just about. This is the outside kitchen. We got 2 freezers, got the refrigerator there. And again, I'm kind of keeping this way, just, you know what. Some things that don't bother some people at all seem to bother others a pretty good bit. If you're raised up doing this kind of stuff, heck, you look forward to squirrel season, deer seasons, hunting season. If you're not raised up doing it, I can see where you wouldn't like it. And there's nothing wrong with not liking it. It's just, I don't like going to the shopping center. I've said I don't know how many times before, this is hard to believe, but it's true. You can you just about count on one hand the number of steaks I have eaten that wasn't company, in other words, like the company I was working for. You know how sometimes they have a safety award meetings and that kind of stuff. If it wasn't at work for a company thing, or when a few times at family events, I just don't eat steaks. I don't think I've ever eaten a steak in this house here. Period. Store-bought steak. It's just not the kind of stuff we can do. You have too many squirrels, deer, rabbits, that type of stuff. The ribs, you can leave that like that, but I always, there's a lot of meat right there. I always just kind of like cutting it straight across, and it seems to make it fry better too. I don't have it running right now, but we keep an air conditioner. There's an air conditioner right there behind that thing. It'd be making so much racket. We keep this out here cold. This is what I thought I had out. Just New Orleans style fish fry. Nothing wonderful, so they say. I have a well, if I'm doing a lot, especially like if it's a lot of fish, these things work pretty good. I'm sure you've seen them before. You just put that in one side and the stuff in the other. The squirrel or fish or whatever, that thing works pretty good. But for one squirrel, this works good. It's just good. Heck, I'll probably be killing one squirrel a day for, that'll be lunch every day for a week or two. I just get it like that. And I'll have it out there in that, grease in a minute. Be cooking away. That'll do it. All that stuff there I'll give to the chickens. Today I will get that other it might be a little hot. I will get that other stove out here. Change this one out. Been needing to do it for probably 6 months. Got time. These type of stoves, this is the one that's I was mentioning was from, you know, inside a house. It's one of those ones that kind of too much squirrel there for my pot. It's one of those that slips inside the wall. Everything works on it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just been sitting out here for so long. This is on the back side of the kitchen. But you have to, like I said in another video, you have to ground the chassis to a ground rod outside, because these things will. It might even do it in a house. You just don't notice it in a house probably sometimes because you're a little bit on the insulated side. Not much on the insulated, but a little bit. But when you're out here like this and standing on wet concrete, see how that's wet there? I mean, I have plexiglass underneath and then this felt on top, just to give me some extra safety. It was kind of low. It was kind of high. Now it's kind of low. Anyway, let me get these fried up here real quick. We always just cook them until they kind of shuffle them around a little bit, you know, keep them getting too comfortable in any one spot. Once they cook for a couple minutes, they kind of shrink a little bit anyway. And the rib cage there, the meat that's on the ribs is so thin, heck, it'll cook with not even being the grease, just about. Don't take much grease to cook it. The legs and all might take a little bit more. I just generally cook it till it kind of stops that noise that it just made there. I always kind of assume that's a little bit of water left in it, moisture. I just kind of cook it till it's golden brown or a little past. I don't mind going a little past. Like the other day when I did that, you know, it was actually kind of a little bit on the dark side. That's okay. It's only the breadcrumbs and that nonsense that's on the dark side. The meat's still, you know, the meat's still meat colored. A couple more minutes here and it'll be time for some ketchup. You see a lot of, once it gets where it's kind of, you know, shuffling them around, don't seem to get them excited, you know, like that. It's pretty much that's the way it's going to be. I call that done. Tell you what, let me turn that off. And you can see this piece right here is a little bit on the brown side. That's good. I mean, it's most of that red comes, and this is brown here. That's the neck. That's because it was upside down for so long. You could take these, and we do. I put it in the crock pot sometimes. We kind of sear them, or whatever you call that, kind of brown them or something in the skillet first. Not sure what the purpose of that is, but we do it. And then put them in a crock pot with a bunch of stuff, and or either barbecue them, put them in a pot, put fiber, just say if that was a regular cook pot with a top, put 5 or 6 squirrels in there and put a whole bunch of barbecue sauce in there and lemon juice and that kind of stuff, maybe some water, I don't know what all, just something in there to keep it from, you know, boiling away. You can boil those things in barbecue sauce. They are good. These right here fixing to be good with some ketchup. And there you go. Cat squirrel, cherry tomatoes from the garden, cucumbers from the garden, French bread, some kind of lemonade, I don't know what the heck that is, and Mediterrator. Can't be without Mediterrator. That's a farm meal with no tax.